Hey everyone, it's Nathan Orenstein from The No Show here to talk about James Mangold's Ford v Ferrari. Ford v Ferrari stars Matt Damon and Christian Bale and is written by Jez Butterworth, John Henry Butterworth, and Jason Keller. It's about Ford's attempt to beat Ferrari at the 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans race. This is going to be a pretty short and straightforward review because I don't think there's too much to discuss with this one. James Mangold doesn't really do anything groundbreaking with Ford v Ferrari, but this is a perfect example of why that doesn't really matter. What he does deliver is an incredibly entertaining film, and it's now one of my favorite sports movies of all time. The main thing that drew me to this film was the pairing of Matt Damon and Christian Bale, and they don't disappoint. I think they both fit their characters really well, and they both give enjoyable performances, but the biggest reason why this pairing works so well is their chemistry. I think this chemistry is probably the biggest factor in making this such a good movie, and it's really important in establishing a compelling story. But the biggest reason I'm sure a lot of people will watch Ford v Ferrari for is the racing. This isn't a film that's just composed of a bunch of races, but there are definitely a few, and they are absolutely incredible. They're so tense, so well shot, and so satisfying, and the editing in these sequences is genuinely perfect. They always seem to come at exactly the right time, too, and the pacing for Ford v Ferrari is kind of flawless. Ford v Ferrari is one of the quickest 2.5-hour films I've ever watched, and it never slows down even for a second. Ford v Ferrari does have a few flaws, though. Mangold's direction and the writing can be a bit goofy at times. At times it makes the film more fun, but other times it just feels over the top cheesy. This leads into the biggest problem I think that Ford v Ferrari has, a lack of an emotional punch. There are definitely a handful of scenes where the movie tries to get more dramatic, and for the most part I don't think these really work out that well. Overall, it doesn't affect the movie too much, but it does prevent Ford v Ferrari from really differentiating itself. One quick final point. I thought the music in this film was just not good at all. It constantly felt out of place and was often way bigger than it had to be. This obviously isn't a big problem, but it did start to get under my skin quite a bit by the end. At the end of the day, Ford v Ferrari is just a really fun movie that knows how to constantly entertain. It's not the most original and it's not the most emotional either, but that doesn't stop it from being an absolute blast. I would genuinely recommend this movie to anyone, unless you really hate racing. I'm going to give Ford v Ferrari an 8 out of 10. If you like the review, then go ahead and like and subscribe, and click that bell to get notifications for whenever I post. And if you've seen Ford v Ferrari, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it down in the comments below. Stay tuned for my review of A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, coming in a few days. I've been Nathan Orenstein with The No Show. Thanks for watching.